And this is why you don't rush when you have something to do. On my way to a forest therapy session, and I wore a dress today in the forest, in the woods, because I don't know, I feel like being dainty. I didn't feel like putting on workout clothes, so I'll tell you all how it goes when I'm done. Later, I'm already late. So, okay, I couldn't take my phone into my forest therapy session, but oh my God, it was so cool. Look, so I'm back and I'm just walking so that I can decompress and debrief and share my experience. Of course, it's like all of the things that I do is like a lived experience for me. So to have nature walks or to go in the forest, hiking, most of those things I do by myself. I never do it with a group or anything. So today was a little bit different. I'm gonna go to the side because it's kind of crowded out here. Wow, look at that. Look at that big old eagle behind me. You see that? But yeah, so I'm scouting out an area to do a like a soul loving mindfulness experience in nature. And again, this is one of the places that I come to all the time, but I'm like, let me see some of the group-led experiences just to kind of help me curate my experience and see where I want to go. But I got it in my spirit today. Put your journal down and just let this be your experience. And I couldn't take a phone in there, couldn't do any of those things, and I was a little apprehensive about signing up because I saw something about you'll do reflections and invitations, and I'm like, now I'm a nature girl, look real earthy and grounded. I have an address today because I wanted to feel lighter. I didn't want to have on workout clothes or whatever, but I'm a nature girl, but I am still I'm a controversial Christian, okay? Look, so I'm saying that to say, because of my faith beliefs and just the way that I show up in life, I am very careful what I feed my spirit with. I'm free with a lot of boundaries, and I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but there is systems and rituals and all of those things are important. So you have to be really careful what you feed your spirit with. I am not open to everything. So when I seen that they were going to do invitations, and I'm like, nah, I ain't praying and calling on those stuff. I just want to be outside in nature. I wanted a guided experience because of course that's what I'm curating as well. So I needed to get the lay of the land, but I wasn't trying to do any I hate to say spiritual practices because nature is spiritual, but you understand what I'm saying, like man perspective type spiritual practices. I didn't want to do any of those things, but for some reason I'm like, I was open and I know what to guard myself from if it doesn't need to resonate. But guess what? It wasn't even deep like that. It's like the reflections were literally when the tour guide or the therapist was saying, we're gonna do an invitation, really was inviting you to be present. It was like another way of saying be present, to participate in this particular thing, because it was like a sensory experience, and it wasn't anything like putting any type of like ideas or philosophies or anything like that in my head. So yeah, like that was pretty cool. I needed that. Again, I needed that. And again, I said I am going to be very intentional about building this soul loving community because I'm not a loner, but I am a loner. I say I'm socially selective, so I do a lot of things by myself. I travel by myself, I eat by myself, I do a lot of things. Now, I am not shy, I'm not introverted, I'm none of those things. I just like being by myself, you know. I like being quiet. and sharing space. That's why, I don't know, that's why I'm always having like very in-depth conversations with people, because I'm very in tune and I'm very present, because I don't have a lot of noise in my life intentionally, right? I'm out in nature regular. This is a regular thing for me, and I wanna bring more people into the space because it's needed. So yeah, I'm glad I signed up for it this Sunday. Yeah, it's like live the work, continue to grow with the work. I don't like when natural things get too technical, too scientific, because God don't make things that complicated. It's like the earth is here given to us freely. Yes, it has been monopolized and we have to pay for water and even air sometimes and electricity, all of the things that were freely given to us. But to just go out in nature and take your shoes off and ground and whatever those electric magnetic currents that's under the earth that's feeding the trees and the ecosystem, those things feed us as well. So to take your shoes off and just put your feet in the ground, it just gives you this natural equilibrium. And sometimes I can't even explain that. It's like I can't explain, like, oh my God, I just need to go outside, and I feel better. So yeah, I'm glad I did that, and I'm glad that I was open to let someone guide or teach me something today. And it's not like, oh, well, I know everything. No, it's like I am very careful on being overly influenced. I don't want anything too kooky or ooky spooky. And again, I've been on all sides of the extreme, so I'm really trying to walk out a more balanced life, and again, be open for newness, but still respect the boundaries and systems and rituals that I put in place, right? It's like you put those things in place for a reason, so respect them. So even when you don't feel like you need them, like, okay, I'm not going through that particular thing or whatever, I can lighten up a little bit. No, you have to remember the systems and rules and all of those things. You have to remember that you put those things in place for a reason, because they're helping you navigate your life, or they're helping you, again, navigate this earth space. So yes, today I was out here doing what my soul loved, but also what my soul is requiring. So I say that a lot, like, in order to do what your soul loves, you must first honor its requirements. Like, what is your spirit asking of you today in this moment? So I guess for myself, again, I'm out doing research, but feeding myself first, because that's one of the new not even rules, but mantras that I have for myself. It's like, I'm not pouring or giving from a half-filled cup or an empty cup. I'm only giving from my overflow. So I have to be so full now these days in order for me to pour out. Like, no more burnout, no more resenting people from taking, because I am a giver, I am a nurturer, I am the nurturer of, look, someone called me Mother Nurture, that's funny, that was a funny nickname, but I know that's who I am naturally. So I have to put rules and regulations and boundaries and systems in place so that I don't over give, and then I am resentful from the people that's receiving or taking from me. Like, no, I have to know when to put the cap on my oil, right? Or to preserve or reserve my oil before I give it out. So yes, today was me pouring back into myself so that I can be so full that I'm able to pour out from a pure place, not a burnout place, not a resentful place, all of the things. So yeah, this was So Love It Sunday with Shan. I'm Shan, and thanks for tuning in. And y'all don't mind if I pop up like this, right? Again, the podcast, when I start doing the conversations and all of those things, that'll be more curated, but this is just me, who I am authentically, and that's soul loveth. We're cultivating authentic potential, and you do that in a holistic way. First, we nurture what the soul needs so that we can do what the soul loves, so that we can fulfill our earth's purpose, or we can contribute back to what the earth or what God has given to us. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm sorry I couldn't take y'all on my nature therapy walk, but y'all still outside with me, but not outside like that. Okay, until next time, blessings.